In the 7.4 set, we're going to begin with the first 6 problems where we're going to determine whether the triangles are congruent, similar, or neither, based solely on the markings that indicate congruence. Okay, now, to do this, there are 5 ways to prove triangles are congruent, 1 way to prove triangles are just similar, and then 1 method that doesn't work. So, in order to prove congruence, you can use any of the 5 methods. You could use SSS, or side, side, side. Side, side, side is if you have the 3 pairs of corresponding congruent sides, versus side, angle, side. SAS, or side, angle, side, means you have 2 pairs of sides congruent, and the angle is in between. Notice in the SAS, the angle is in between the 2 sides. So in the picture, the angle has to be where the 2 sides meet. Versus angle, angle, side, or AAS. In angle, angle, side, you have 2 pairs of angles, and the side is not where the 2 angles in between. So if you look at like 2 angles and then the side is not in between those, that's this method. Versus ASA, or angle, side, angle, where you have 2 angles and the side is in between those 2 angles. So again, where that letter is in the statement, in the 3 letters, where that middle letter is has to be like where it is in the picture. And then the last way to prove it that some teachers will talk about is HL, hypotenuse leg. Hypotenuse leg is kind of a special one. It only works in right triangles. And it actually does have 3 pieces like the others because it only works in right triangles. You have to have a right angle. And that's when you have the hypotenuse and a leg. Now, there's one that also proves only that they are similar. That AAA, angle, 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 only proves similar. And the reason it doesn't prove congruent is because with AAA, one could be a magnification or a reduction of the other. You have the same shape, but one triangle could be a lot bigger or a lot smaller, and we just don't really know. And then the one that doesn't work is we don't use side, side, angle, or some written another way that's not appropriate. But side, side, angle is one we don't use because it doesn't prove congruence. You can draw actually 2 triangles sometimes with these. So we've got these methods, and we're going to kind of match them up. So what we're going to do is we look at problem number 3 here, the first one we're going to do. And what do we have? What are those tick marks showing? Well, they're all along the sides. None of them are inside the angles like on problems 4, 5, or 6. Right? So those ones all show angles, for example. But this one is only on the sides. And if you notice, we have all 3 sets of sides. This is the easy one. This is side, side, side. So we're just going to list side, side, side. What about number 4? Well, on number 4, we have 3 things, but notice they're all angles. They're all in between where those sides meet. Those are all the angles. Those are the vertices. So in this case, this is just triple angle. Does that prove congruence? Our first one proved congruent. This one doesn't. Triple angle only proves that they're similar. And you're just going to go through and you're going to use the same idea, right? For the next one, hey, I have 2 sides, but notice, where's the angle? Is the angle where those 2 sides meet? It's not. So instead of being side, angle, side, this is side, side, then the angle. What does that tell us? There's a little hint on that right-hand side. Okay, so you're going to work out the next couple of those. At the bottom, this is going to go pretty quick. They want us just to use the congruent statement that they gave us, to draw the 2 triangles, and we're going to label them with the proper corresponding order. And we want to make sure that whatever we draw, that they're going to match up. So the way I usually do this is I just draw 2 triangles. Okay, it really doesn't matter what the triangles look like, just draw 2 congruent triangles. 2 triangles with the same size and shape. And we're just going to go through and I'm going to label them in order. I'm going to take the first letter from my first statement. So in triangle XYZ, I'm going to start with angle X. And over on that other triangle, triangle KLM, I'm going to take that same angle, that first letter, and I'm going to put it in the same spot as the first triangle. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to put this in order as I go around. If I put angle Y up top, then I'm going to put the middle letter on the other side up top also. That's going to be angle L. And then I'll take my last one, angle Z, and I'll have my last one, angle M. And I'm just putting them in matched order so that the triangles would be written in the same corresponding order. Okay? You'll do the same thing on number 9. All right, good luck with the rest of the set.